As you're preparing your resume and preparing for interviews, you need to consider what hiring managers are actually looking for. We just went over how they're thinking, and now we're going to discuss the actual questions your resume should answer in order to be selected for an interview. Every hiring manager and job is different, but in general, there are 5 questions your resume needs to cover. The first question your resume needs to answer is if you understand what the hiring manager is looking for. Do you understand what the job will require? And do you have the skills and experience that would make someone successful? In order to accomplish this, there are a couple of things you should do with every job you apply to. First, you should carefully read the job posting and make sure you fully understand what they're looking for and that you're reasonably confident you can fulfill the duties. Don't be discouraged, though. You don't have to be a perfect candidate. Job postings will often list requirements for what a perfect applicant would look like, and rarely, if ever, does someone who exactly fits that description actually exist. If you are even remotely similar to what they're looking for or think you could do the job, it's worth applying. Now that you understand what they're looking for, you need to update your resume specifically for that job. That means highlighting the specific skills or experiences that you've had that are important to that job and making sure that information is front and center. If you're able to highlight your best experiences related to that job, you're going to have a much better success than if the employer has to search through your resume to find them. Once the hiring manager understands that you know what they need, the next step is to verify that you have the skills or education necessary to do the job well, with as little training as possible. As we discussed in the previous video, hiring managers want to get new candidates trained and ready to go, performing well as quickly as possible. They're going to have an idea of what a minimal amount of experience or education is in order to do the job, which is usually included in the job posting, and you need to be able to quickly show them that you have that in your resume. If you highlight that experience and education and make it easy to find, you're going to be in pretty good shape. After checking the box about skills and education, the next question is about results. Having experience doing a particular job is great, but being able to show that you did a great job while gaining that experience is even better. This is often what separates people who get interviews from people who get the job. And you need to do anything you can to show that you're someone that gets things done on time and at a high quality. Again, let's think about how hiring managers view this. You have 2 people that both have experience working as a fast food cashier, and you have to decide which one to hire. On their resume, one person simply lists that they have 4 years of experience working as a fast food cashier. Not very descriptive, right? The other lists this: fast food cashier for 3 years, including 1 promotion, 2 customer service awards, and 100% accuracy on all money counts. Which one of these applicants do you think is going to do a better job? Being able to show not only what you did, but how well you did it is so important when it comes to your resume. Hiring managers really want to see that you're going to do a great job and not just do the minimum every day. Once the hiring manager believes that you have the ability to do a great job, they begin to think about how long you'd actually stick around if they hired you. Since hiring is such an expensive and time-consuming process, no company wants to have to go through that process all over again anytime soon after they hire you. They want employees who will stick around for years and consistently do a good job. You can show commitment by demonstrating on your resume that you're not a job hopper, someone who jumps from job to job every few months and never really sticks around in any one place. Now, if you've only been able to get short-term assignments to this point, don't stress out too much. This isn't a total deal breaker, but you will need to be able to explain to an employer why you've had such short tenure at all of your previous positions. On your resume, you can show your commitment in a number of different ways, including by highlighting the jobs that you stayed at the longest, not including those really short-term jobs unless you don't have any other experience, and showing that you have an interest in the type of work you're applying to for a while, though through your education or work experience. Finally, you need to demonstrate that you're professional and responsible. Ultimately, this is a question about trust. Can you be trusted to show up, do a good job, and not put the hiring manager or the company at risk? Employees can do tremendous damage to a business's reputation and financial success through mistakes or poor job performance. Even little things like missing work or not getting along with other employees can have a huge consequence. The question of trust is especially important to former felons. When you have a record, you have to appear more trustworthy than the next guy or girl because you won't get the benefit of the doubt. You have to be more professional and more prepared, or else a hiring manager may not want to take a chance on you. You can absolutely overcome this challenge, but you'll need to work a little bit harder and be a little bit more persistent to make it happen.